I was watching Eric from Easy Computer Solutions stream, and Tech King Mike was on there, and he made the most valid point about Samsung devices that I've heard in a gazillion years. What is up, folks? It's your man Jay, and I am back with another video. So, the Galaxy Fold. The Galaxy Fold has been in the news quite some time. I've given you several videos on the Galaxy Fold, and I'm hoping that this is my last news rumor video on the Galaxy Fold. But I bring it to you because some of you guys just don't know. You don't have time to keep up with all this tech news, on your time. So why not me get it out there for you? So, yeah, the Samsung has gone on and released. If you follow them on Twitter, they've released a notification that they fixed the design. They've got a post up on their website in the newsroom saying that we're going to go ahead and release this, and it's coming in September. So I'm hoping that they don't mess around and have the device ready to make the purchase. Forget all this pre-order stuff. Sell the phone. You've had 3 months. Believe it or not, I think it's been 3 months since this thing happened with the recall of the devices and canceling orders. So they're claiming, hey, we got a new design. We fixed it. You shouldn't have any problems. They've said this probably 3 to 5 times over the last 5 months or 3 months. Possibly more than that, but I kind of lost track of it. So there were so many posts of it, coming out and then not coming out, then coming out, then not coming out. So now they say it's official. Samsung released the message saying, "Hey, September, we get ready to get it on." I'm just hoping that in September they actually have the devices where you can pick it up and buy it instead of another pre-order. That would probably upset people big time. So if in fact Samsung has this phone ready, it should be ready for sales. And they've said it multiple times. Go read the listing for yourself. Follow them on Twitter. It's the Samsung newsroom is where you'll find the article. But I've already disclosed what I thought would be a disappointment to me with the Galaxy Fold. Everybody has. You can only speak so much on a device without having it, and I've spoken about this a million times. The small screen, I don't think I'm going to be impressed with it. And no headphone jack. There's just certain things that you want to be good. And with Samsung taking away the headphone jack, and then I don't believe it has expandable storage either. Let me double check. But I know it has 512 gigs of storage. So let's go here and let's check this Galaxy Fold real quick, and let's just see if in fact it does have expandable storage. Galaxy Fold, 12 gigs of RAM, Snapdragon 855, 4380 milliamp hour battery. Let's check for storage. No SD card slot. Yeah, I was right. So you get 12 gigs of RAM and 512 gigs of storage with no SD card. Now, 512 gigs of storage is more than enough, but you could run out depending on what you're doing on the device. And the fact that it's not expandable, wonk, 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 it's kind of sad, but it is what it is. So you've got the 12 megapixel wide angle on the rear, then you've got the 12 megapixel telephoto, then you've got the 16 megapixel ultra wide. The phone does shoot 4K at 60 frames per second, obviously 1080p at 60 frames per second, and you got 720p at 960 frames per second. Now the front-facing cameras, because this phone has 6 cameras, a 10 megapixel wide angle, an 8 megapixel wide angle for depth sensor, and then a 10 megapixel wide angle. Oh no, yeah, that's what the heck. This phone has 6 cameras, or is that by the region? Oh, cover camera. Gotcha. So 5 cameras. But nonetheless, stereo speakers, 32-bit audio, Dolby Atmos, AKG tuned. It should be, and it's got that side-mounted fingerprint reader too. I don't know how I feel about that because the Galaxy S10e was a crappy fingerprint reader in my experience. Nonetheless, they're saying that it's ready, folks. they're saying that it's ready, and I'm really curious to know if it's ready or not. So another big factor is, are they going to change the price? A lot of us are actually hoping, I'm going to say us because I'm a techie, and even though I've pointed out the dislikes, and the dislikes for me was the price, you know, and that small screen, and, you know, not having a headphone jack will be fine, you know, I guess, because I got some nice Bluetooths. But I think Samsung, to try to compensate for this, they're going to give away something, some Galaxy earbuds or a new case, a battery pack. They have to do something. Bluetooth, they're going to have to do something if they still want $1,980 before tax. Now, let's just say hypothetically, they do decrease the price a little bit just on the first come, first serve. You know what they could do? They could sell a bunch of these. They could say the first 50,000 people or the first 10,000 people get this device for $14.99. They could say something like that. People would swipe their cards for that. I would swipe my card for that. $14.99 is the most I would give. I mean, that's my top of the line. I don't want to pay that, but I know they won't do anything like $9.99 or $13.99 or $12.99. I know they won't do it. They want to get paid off of this device. So you know, that would be actually pretty cool, man. First 10,000 people, first 50,000 people get the phone for $14.99. That would be, they would probably want to drop that number a little bit, because there'll be a lot of people that buy multiple and then try to turn around and resell them, which I hate when people do that. 5,000 people, the first 5,000 people who get in there in time, and have it at like 2 in the morning. That way, you know, or, you know, 4 in the morning, a time that's really an inconvenience for people, for most people. Some people might be asleep at that time. Put it at 4 in the morning, you know, 5 in the morning, the first 5,000 people, the first 10,000 people get it for $14.99. That would actually be pretty boss. Then after that, get it for the 1,000 or 1980 or the $1,980, but you get free earbuds and you get a free case and a fast charger. You know, bundle it up some kind of way. I would be up at 5 a.m. to get that to get that phone for $14.98. Keep all that free stuff. Cut that price down, and I'm all in. So it would be nice to see them do something with the price, but honestly, I don't think they're going to do anything with the price. I think they're set on that $1,980, and that's just what it is. So now the real kicker is this: are the carriers still going to be involved with this device? Are the carriers still going to get involved with the Samsung Galaxy Fold? I don't know. Now the T-Mobile had a special website for it. AT&T, Verizon, they all had their websites for it. You know, they had their websites to promote the device because they didn't know something was going to go wrong. So now that they've had problems with it, let's see where the carriers stand. Where do the carriers stand when it comes to the Samsung Galaxy Fold? Are they going to still be involved? Are they going to sell it? Now, with T-Mobile being my primary carrier, they're probably going. Now, I'm not telling people to go finance this device. I was going to speak about not financing the device, but you don't want to finance something that's $2,000, man. I mean, a phone, that is. I don't know. I still can't swallow that $2,000 price tag. Even though I just told you about how I hope that they do the discounts, I really do. I can swallow that. And you're probably thinking, Jay, that's only $500. Well, that's $500. That's a lot of money. $1,500 is a lot of money. So, I just got my limits. It would be nice if the carriers did something like buy the Galaxy Fold, get a Galaxy Note 10 free, or get a Galaxy S9 Plus free, or get a Galaxy Note 9 free. Something to compensate for this hefty price tag that we all know most of us will not even use this device for its full potential. I'm just being honest. I don't use my devices for the full potential, which is why I have phones like this on deck that, you know, are just fantastic from Samsung. This is a fantastic device. This is the Galaxy A70 Beast Mode device. You see the shimmer? Look at this. Isn't that beautiful? But yeah, there's a lot of phones out there from Samsung. This is a 6.7 inch display. I mean, I'm set right here. I got a headphone jack. I got an SD card in here. You know what I'm saying? I got 256 gigs in this phone. You know what I'm saying? So it's a matter of Samsung having to sell the phone. You know, they're going to have to spend some money on marketing, and they're going to have to give away something free. Now, I say it is unfortunate that I have to say it like that, because the Galaxy Fold is probably a hot device. It's probably a hot device. But consumers' mindset, the tech world, I should say, the tech world's mindset is that Apple holds the best value and Samsung doesn't. But I was watching the stream. I was watching Eric from Easy Computer Solutions stream, and Tech King Mike was on there. And he made the most valid point about Samsung devices that I've heard in a gazillion years. Applause to Tech King Mike. He made the best point I've ever seen a person make about Samsung devices. And what he said was, basically, you can hold on to a Samsung. You may not be able to get the good resale value within the first year, but if you hold on to it, Samsung is always doing some kind of trade-ins, and you can get a lot of money for an old Galaxy. Right now, T-Mobile's doing a special or something like where you trade in an old Galaxy S7 or something like that. They give you $400, something like that. And that's pretty much what he was saying about the point he was making. You can take those old 3-4-year-old devices and trade them into Samsung, and they'll give you $400 on a trade-in. That is where the value comes in for the Samsung phones. And I totally agree with him on that, because he's totally right. You can go, you can find this to be true by just going to the Samsung website. They'll do promos, will say, hey, look, we're doubling our trade-in. So this is a matter of, you know, do you want to stay with this one brand, or do you want to go with this brand? Yeah, Apple's products do have great resale value no matter what, but Samsung's value is good too. It's just a little bit, another year is where they gain their value pretty much. And there are a lot of people that actually keep their phones for 2 years. You know, they're just out there. There's some people that keep their phones until they break, which could be 3 to 5 years. And, you know, hey, more power to them. They're saving a lot of money. But the Galaxy Fold, man, I just wanted to do a quick discussion video. I don't know how long this recording is, I would say. This is a quick, maybe like 20 minutes. But the Galaxy Fold, folks, the hotness. The hotness. It could be possibly be one of the phones of the year. Right now, phone of the year for me is the LG G8. And quickly rising up the totem pole is the Galaxy A70 and the Pixel 3a XL. Those three phones are bumping heads for phone of the year. They're like boom, boom, boom. Yeah, they really are. So, yeah, I just want to do this discussion video. Like always, smartphoneconversations.com. That is where you need to go find me for my latest post. So it's your man Jay. As I look at my Samsung watch, love this watch. This watch is probably what, 3 or 4 years old? Three years maybe. It's the Gears 2 Classic. Yeah, LTE model. Still works like brand new. Battery life isn't the longest like it used to be, but it lasts all day. It's your man Jay. What do you guys think about the Galaxy Fold? And are you planning on buying the Galaxy Fold? What do you think? I don't know. They dropped that price. I'm a techie. I'm going to be all in. I got to get my hands on it. I'm out, y'all. See you in the next one. Take care.